Welcome to our latest video, where we explore the power of faith and spirituality. Today's video is super important, so pay attention. The title is, Don't Ignore God's Voice, and we're going to dive deep into why it's crucial to listen to God's voice in your life. Get ready for an engaging and inspiring video. Have you ever felt like God is trying to tell you something, but you're not listening? Maybe you've been so caught up in your daily routine that you've started to tune out God's voice. Well, today's video is all about why you shouldn't ignore God's voice, and how you can learn to listen to Him more clearly. What is God's voice? So, what do we mean by God's voice? God's voice is the way that He communicates with us, guiding us and directing us on our spiritual journeys. This can happen in lots of different ways, such as through the Bible, through prayer, or even through the counsel of other believers. But the key is to be listening for God's voice, and to be willing to obey what He tells us. Why do people ignore God's voice? Let's be real, there are lots of reasons why people might start to ignore God's voice. Maybe life gets busy, and you get caught up in work or school. Maybe you're going through a tough time, and you feel like God isn't listening. Or maybe you're just not sure if God is really speaking to you at all. Whatever the reason, ignoring God's voice can have serious consequences for your spiritual well-being. The consequences of ignoring God's voice. When you ignore God's voice, you can start to feel disconnected from something deeper and more meaningful. You might feel like you're just going through the motions of life, without really living with purpose and passion. Ignoring God's voice can also lead to feelings of emptiness and isolation, like you're missing out on something essential. But what's the alternative? So, what's the alternative to ignoring God's voice? The answer is simple. Listen to God and obey what He tells you. This means being still and quiet before God, and listening for His voice. It means being willing to obey what He tells you, even when it's hard or uncomfortable. When you listen to God's voice and obey what He tells you, you can experience a deeper sense of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment in your life. Practical steps to listen to God's voice. So, how can you start to listen to God's voice more clearly? Here are some practical steps you can take. 1. Spend time in prayer. Take time each day to pray and listen to God's voice. 2. Read the Bible. Read the Bible regularly, and ask God to speak to you through its pages. 3. Be still and quiet. Take time to be still and quiet before God, and listen for His voice. 4. Seek out spiritual mentors. Find people who can guide and support you on your spiritual journey. 5. Obey what God tells you. When God speaks to you, be willing to obey what He tells you, even when it's hard or uncomfortable. The benefits of listening to God's voice. When you listen to God's voice and obey what He tells you, you can experience some amazing benefits. You'll feel more connected to something deeper and more meaningful, and you'll have a sense of purpose and direction in your life. You'll also experience greater peace, joy, and fulfillment, even in the midst of challenges and difficulties. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content on faith and spirituality. Don't forget to share this video with someone who might be encouraged by it. Until next time, may God bless you and guide you on your spiritual journey.